Hello and welcome back here to Mandy Greenmont Field here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee as we get ready for Game 2 here on Day 18 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season. Hello everyone, my name is Mason Strawn. I'll be your broadcaster once more as the Bandits take on the Smokies here for Game 2. Hot morning here once more in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 11:32 start time here as these two teams get ready to battle it out. Pearl Davis will start on the mound here for the Smokies. We'll go ahead and take a look at this Bandits lineup as they come up to hit. Abby Fairs will start us off. Tonight's left fielder wearing number 9. Reagan Wall will be in center field wearing number 24, hitting second. Myla Harder back in the lineup once more for the second time in a Bandits uniform will hit third at second base today. Ella Cunningham back in the lineup will hit fourth at the mound as now Abby Ferris hits it second base side. Macy Strickland stepping in for the Smokies will record out number 1. One pitch, one out for Pearl Davis. Good start already. And now it brings up the leading hitter in Reagan Wall. The most hits this season tied with J.C. Holt. So Wall will hit second. Harder hits third at second base. Cunningham hits fourth on the mound today. Lindsey Henson at first base will hit fifth, wearing number 26. Ella Grace Harvey at shortstop today will hit sixth. First pitch to Wall is fouled off 0-1. Harvey will hit sixth. Massengale will hit seventh at third base today, wearing number 33. Dallas Wagoneer behind the plate will wear number 11, hitting eighth. Addie Lewis in right field will wear number 7 in the 9th spot. And Ryan Presswood, the DP, will hit 10th. She will wear number 5. The next pitch to Reagan Wall. Hit softly. Center field side. Strickland's got it. Out number 2. Three pitches, 2 outs. Pearl Davis looking early here as a very good outing for her, as it'll be Myla Harder coming up to the plate for the third time. Excuse me, I should believe this is the 4th time for her. Will be her 4th appearance. She went 1 for 2 with a walk and a double the last time she played. She'll take a big hack at the first pitch for strike 1. So Harder steps in once more for this Bandit squad. Again, went 1 for 2 her last time with a walk and a double to her name. Her 4th appearance now in the SCCL this year. See the next one. High in the zone for 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. As Pearl Davis of the Smokies comes up to the mound here today. Now sits 3rd in ERA, a 270. Has been one of the better pitchers this season. 49 innings pitched as this one sits high and away for 2-1. She has the most innings pitched out of anybody this season in the SCCL. She has a 4-inning pitch advantage over Olivia Laney. 26 strikeouts and a 148 whip for her. A 279 batting average against. Gets a big hack and a miss. 2-2. Davis sits 4th in batting average against, and her whip sits 4th. 26 strikeouts also sit 4th this season. Next pitch high and away, 3-2 to Harder. Trying to keep this inning alive. Stepping in from Chatham County High School. Excuse me, Chatham County Central High School. The 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning. First strikeout of the afternoon now for Pearl Davis. As we go to the bottom of the first. 1-2-3 inning for Davis. No hits, no errors. No one reaches. No one comes around to score. We go to the bottom half of the first inning, and it brings up the Bandits. It'll be Ella Cunningham coming out to the mound for the first time in what feels like an eternity for this Bandit squad. Smokies will head up to hit. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment for the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, for those just tuning in. No score here as the Bandits and the Smokies will battle it out here for the second game here on day 18 of this SECL season of 2025. Ella Cunningham going to get the start on the mound today for the Bandits. Having her come back to this squad, headed off to Troy U next year from Michigan State. Has been one of the best, if not the best pitchers this season. 41 innings pitched and .85 ERA, 67 strikeouts, second most this year, a 107 whip, a 167 batting average against. She has been one of the best pitchers in the league this season. Leah Laney, her only competition for that spot. But now we'll go ahead and get into this Smokies lineup here. Shelby Allen will lead us off, the center fielder wearing number 4. Tatum McCool will follow up in the 2 spot at first base today. Addison Lund will hit third at third. Abby Bunt will be at the catching position, hitting 4th. Maria Burke will hit 5th at shortstop today. Peters will hit 6th, the DP. Cam Munson will hit 7th in left field. Mario Horner will be in right field today, hitting 8th. Macy Strickland at second base will hit 9th. And Josie Crossman will be the 10-hole hitter as the first pitch is called. A strike to Allen, 0-1. So for Ella Cunningham coming back once more to this Bandits squad, we have actually not seen her pitch in a couple of days. This one's fouled off for 0-2 now to Allen. Last time we saw Cunningham pitch was back on the 2nd. I know that was only 4 days ago, but that's 4 days worth of games where she only threw an inning of work. Came in against that Smoky squad on July 2nd. Before that, she last pitched on last made it through more than one on July 1st. The 0-2 to Allen, up and in, 1-2. So the soon-to-be Troy player across from the Austin Pia commit from Southern Miss, the 2 Division I products on the mound and at the plate. Next pitch comes down and in, 2-2. So for Shelby Allen now at the plate, 6th this season in batting average, a .423 for her this season. 22 hits, 8 RBIs. She sits tied for 3rd. She'll hit this one now towards left field. Trying to be there is Abby Fair. She will be out number 1. So 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. And it brings up Tatum McCool for the first time today. A .360 average for her in a Smokies uniform. 16 RBIs puts her 3rd this season, just behind Abby Bunt, her own teammate, at 17. First pitch from Cunningham is driven. Foul ball to the left-hand side, 0-1. 16 RBIs for her. A .475 on-base percentage. 18 hits, a .600 slugging, puts her at over 1,000 OPS this year. 3 doubles and 3 home runs gives her 6 extra base hits. Next pitch called, a strike, 0-2. Addison Lund would hit next. The newest addition to Eastern Carolina University. She'll be headed off to play with the Pirates next year, staying in the USA Conference, or excuse me, the American Conference. The next pitch outside, 1-2. The former product of Charlotte University will hit next, headed off to ECU. But for McCool from Jacksonville U coming up to the plate. Played earlier today for the Choo-Choos. 1-2. Hits it left-hand side. That ball will be foul by about half a foot. Still 1-2 for McCool. Played earlier today for the Choo-Choos. Unfortunately for her, went 0 for 4. Grounded out, flew out, and struck out twice. As Anna Frazier had herself a ball game, went that full 7 innings, only gave up 2 runs on 5 hits. Now the 1-2. Stays high in the zone, 2-2. Looking to see if she could get McCool to chase. Today's first baseman has played all over the outfield, first base. Has played catcher at Jacksonville U, her school that she's played for the last 2 years. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled, still 2-2. McCool staying alive here with a 6-pitch at bat. The rising redshirt sophomore. From St. Augustine, Florida, as we'll have a moment here to get some new balls for the home plate umpire. Got another hot one here today in northern Chattanooga. Currently feels like 89 as McCole fouls off another one. Still 2-2. It'll be a high of 90 today, already 85 degrees. Feels like it's 90 already. It's going to be a hot one again. Pitch number 8 stays high, 3-2 to McCole. She's able to work it full. Trying to keep this at-bat alive. 1 out, nobody on. No score here at the bottom of the first. Pitch number 9 on the way. Just called on the outer half for strike 3. 2 down. Cole goes down on strikes on the outer half. She doesn't agree with the call, but she'll walk back to the dugout. Strikeout number 68 of the year for Ella Cunningham. And now it brings up Addison Lund. First pitcher on the outer half for a strike, 0-1. Lund again recently committed to Eastern Carolina U. The former Charlotte 49er comes up to the plate. 0-1. That's a call to strike, 0-2. Cunningham painting that outer half already. On a 321 average in 12 games played. This is her 12th one. 13 RBIs for her, a .513 on-base percentage. A tick short of a 1,300 OPS. Next one just stays outside, 1-2. One with a double and 4 home runs this season. 13 RBIs on the year. This is her tied for 5th with Ella Grace Harvey. Sits in the outer half, called strike 3. 69 strikeouts on the season for Cunningham, ends the inning. Back-to-back looking strikeouts. We go to the top of the second. No hits, no runners on, no errors, no run score. We go to the top of the second. Smokies and Bandits tied at 0 apiece. Here on day 18 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits come back up to hit. Top of the second inning, still no score between the Smokies and the Bandits, the second and first-ranked teams this season in the Scenic City Collegiate League here. Both teams on losing streaks, funny enough. The Smokies have lost back-to-back. The Bandits have lost 3 straight. Both teams trying to get back into the win column here today as Ella Cunningham, the 4-hole hitter, will come up. 4, 5, and 6 up to the plate here for the Bandits. As the soon-to-be Troy product about to head up to the plate. First pitch from Davis is fouled off, 0-1. Cunningham, again, from Michigan State University, headed off to Troy next year alongside Cam Munson, funny enough, the left fielder for the Smokies today, and Kai Ricks of the Smoky Mountain Rain, their traditional center fielder. All 3 headed off to Troy next year. Next pitch stays high, 1-1. So for Cunningham, back in this lineup once more, a .381 average ties her for 11th this year in her 16th game played. 12 RBIs, a .471 on-base percentage. An 1161 OPS. She skies this one towards the shortstop side. Burke on the edge of the grass will record out number 1. One down here in the top of the second inning brings up Lindsey Henson. The dangerous first baseman. A .417 average for her. 20 RBIs, leads the league this season. 20 hits for her, a .453 on-base percentage, a .1328 OPS, a double, and 7 home runs, most this season. Swings at the first pitch to shortstop. Burke's got it to first in time, out number 2. 4 pitches, 2 outs, and it brings up Ella Grace Harvey. Harvey comes to the plate. .375 average, just puts her at 13th this year. 13 RBIs on 21 hits, one of the league leaders in hits this season. Swings at the first pitch for a foul ball, 0-1. Harvey at shortstop today. 386 on base for her this season. A 922 OPS, 6 doubles and a home run. A solo shot for her. She sits just outside of first in doubles now. Tied with Macy Strickland. Next one stays high for 1-1. And a 922 OPS for her. 21 hits. Just puts her for 6th this season behind Warren, Allen, and Ricks with all 22. Drives this one. Left field all the way to the wall. It will go. Goodbye. EGH gives the Bandits a 1-0 lead. A smoking shot to left. And her second solo home run of the year. Got a hold of that one, and the minute that ball was launched, Cam Munson was running towards the wall. She was trying to hope that that thing would just land off the top of that left field fence. Instead, it finds the brick wall. Second home run of the year for Ella Grace Harvey, and a 1-0 lead for the Bandits. And now it brings up Tatum Massengale with 2 outs and nobody on. So it looked like a possibly clean inning for Pearl Davis. Gives up a solo home run, and now Massengale hits one to second base. Strickland's got it out, number 3. We go to the bottom of the second. 1 hit, 1 run scores. Ella Grace Harvey, a nuke to left field. Gives the Bandits a 1-0 lead, her second of the year. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Bandits now lead 1-0 here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Ella Cunningham will come out for another inning of work. 4, 5, and 6 head up next for the Smokies. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0. Now your score. The Bandits take an early lead thanks to Ella Grace Harvey's moonshot to left. As Ella Cunningham will face off against one of the best hitters this season. Abby Bunt comes up to the plate. Had one of the hottest streaks there for a moment for the Smokies. 19 RBIs on the year for her. It's going to be 17. Don't know where I got 19 from. An odd number nonetheless. Abby Bunt comes to the plate. Sees the first pitch from Cunningham outside, 1-0. Abby Bunt with 17 RBIs, a couple of grand slams for her this year. Game 13 now as she steps in, 359 average, a 432 on base percentage. Next pitch called a strike, 1-1. Bunt from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, just 12 minutes down the road from here. 1175 OPS, 3 doubles, 4 home runs. She led for a lot of this year in homers. Now drives this one out to right center field. All the way to the wall. It will go off the bottom of the wall. It'll be extra bases for 1. She'll make it in standing. Leadoff double for Abby Bunt. Puts a runner on with nobody out. Bunt's 4th double of the year. 8 extra base hits now for her. And it brings up Burke with nobody out and a runner on. So Mariah Burke comes up a 320 average in her 16th game played. Sees the first pitch out and away for ball 1. Burke, the infielder, has played primarily short and second. Has gotten a little bit of time at third as well. 6 RBIs for her, a .375 on-base percentage and 16 hits. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, the off-speed, 1-1. Burke, an .815 OPS, one of 2 players this year with a double, a triple, and a home run to her name. She has one of each. The 1-1. Out and away, just too far, 2-1. Peters will hit next, the U of Illinois product. Headed off to Jacksonville State next year, the Division I school for the Gamecocks. But for Burke now at the plate, the 2-1. Sits high for the zone, it'll be called a strike, 2-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Abby Bunn, a leadoff double. 1-0 your score. The Bandits lead over the Smokies. Burke sits on it for strike 3, 1 away. Third strikeout of the outing for Ella Cunningham. And now it brings up Peters with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. So Peters, a .326 average, puts her top 20 this year. The first pitch way outside, ball 1. Wagoneer can't hold on to it. It'll go to the backstop. It allows Bunt to advance to third. A wild pitch there from Cunningham. And now a runner just down the baseline. Janie Peters as she comes up with 1 away. .326 average, 7 RBIs in her 14th game played. 14 hits, .370 on-base percentage. Swings the next one foul, 1-1. Peters originally from the University of Illinois, transferring to Jacksonville State next year. A .365 OPS, 3 doubles for her this year. The 1-1 stays high in the zone, 2-1 now the count. Cam Munson would hit next. The dangerous NC State product headed to Troy next year would face off against her soon-to-be Troy teammate, Ella Cunningham on the mound. The 2-1 fouls it off once more. It's now 2-2. Bounces right back to Cunningham on the mound. Bunt now with third. After the double and a wild pitch, she is able to get all the way through. Burke strikes out looking. Peters trying to see if she can tie this ball game up. The 2-2. Off speed just outside, 3-2 to Peters. The primarily catcher, third baseman. 14 hits this year. 3-2. Off speed, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 away. Gets her to swing through the off speed. Well, didn't want to, it seemed like at first, but takes a hack at it anyway. 4 strikeouts now for Cunningham already. 71 on, or excuse me, 71 on the year. Cam Munson sees strike 1 on the outer half, 0-1. Tonight's left fielder, utility player, comes to the plate once more. Munson, 16 hits, a .302 average for her, 11 RBIs, 890 OPS. She fouls this one off, 0-2. Munson has reached at a .362 on-base record, 4 home runs this year. The only extra baser she has out of her 16 hits. She has put some moonshots on that left hill. 0-2. Hits it out towards shallow left center field. That ball's going to drop in for a base hit. Munson's going to try and turn for 1. She'll hold there. An RBI single. And a 1-1 score now between the Smokies and the Bandits. Munson just kind of lofts that one into shallow left center. Able to score Abby Bunn. Look towards 2, but holds up. And now runner at first with 2 away for Horner. So the hitter gets a better of Cunningham as this one stays away for ball 1. So Munson gets the better half of her soon-to-be Troy teammate and Ella Cunningham at the mound. RBI number 12 this year for Munson. Now Horner, 5 home runs on the year, comes up. Foul tip on the next pitch, 1-1. Horner, who actually played earlier today for the Choo-Choos, a double and an RBI for her, came around to score the second run for the Choo-Choos in that 4th inning. 1 for 3 with a double. Reached on an air and flew out. That one's outside for 2 and 1. Macy Strickland would hit next if given the chance, but Warner now looking to see what she can do here at the plate. 2-1 comes in and gets her on the bend of the bat. It will be 2 and 2 as that one caught her off the end of the handle. So just catches the end of the bat. She comes up now with a 2-2 count. Munson at first, 2 away. 1-1 now your score after the RBI single. Next pitch from Cunningham. Up and away, 3 and 2. Munson will be on the go here. Strickland would hit next if given the chance. Full count delivery. Swung on it, skies it. Shallow second base side. Picked up by the second baseman. Harder makes out number 3. We go to the top of the third. Two hits, a run scores, no errors made, 2 strikeouts for Cunningham, but Cam Munson ties us at 1 apiece with an RBI single. We go to the top of the third inning here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment for the top of the third inning as the Bandits and Smokies sit at a 1-1 draw. Top of the third inning, 1-1 your score. 8, 9, and 10 will come up for the Bandits as Cam Munson is tied us at 1 apiece with an RBI single. She drives in Abby Bunt for the first time today as now Wagoneer to the catcher comes up to the plate. It'll be her, Addie Lewis, and Ryan Presswood coming up here in the top of the third from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you're watching the Scenic City Collegiate League, for those just tuning in, Grace Harvey, a solo home run to left and a single by Cam Munson has brought us to a 1-1 tie as Wagoneer comes up for the first time today. First pitch for her is inside for a strike, 0-1. Wagoneer, the Division II product from the Northwoods, comes up for the first time today. Or excuse me, that's not at all where she's from. She's Newberry College. Northwoods is a different school I'm thinking of. The 0-1 fouls it off for 0-2. Wagoneer, a 205 hitter this season, gained number 16 under her belt, a 311 on-base percentage. Only 8 hits and 1 RBI, but she gets on at a great tick. A good eye at the plate. A triple, her lone extra baser this year. 0-2 stays high, 1-2. Funny enough, her lone RBI this season came on a bases-loaded walk. She has yet to actually drive in a run this season. That's mostly because of the fact that when she gets up to hit, it's usually with nobody on, and she's able to be the runner that gets on. 1-2. Drives this one into shallow right field. Driving forward is Horner in right. She'll make the sliding grab, out number 1. Nice little defensive showing by Horner in right, able to make the knee slide grab. Now 1 down here in the top of the third inning as it brings up Addie Lewis. Lewis comes in a .213 average for her. Game number 16 to her name. 10 hits and 4 RBIs. A .275 on-base percentage. First pitch outside and away, ball 1. Lewis collected her first extra base hit of the season earlier this week. A double. It's a .509 OPS for her. Next one stays inside, 2-0. Lewis's double came, that was from yesterday's game. And indeed it was, where she went 1 for 3. Double, her first one of the season from yesterday's matchup. The 2-0 from Pearl Davis. Outside, 3-0. So Davis on the mound, the Chattanooga State product, I should say, the rising sophomore. He's been quite reliable for the Smokies this year, both on the mound and fairly decently at the plate. The 3-0 comes in for a strike, 3-1. Ryan Presswood would hit next now for the Bandits, given the opportunity. Of course, she will. There's only one out and nobody on, and Addie Lewis would only be out number 2. 3-1. Swung on its skies at foul, 3-2. As Davis able to draw it back to a full count. Again, has been one of the longest termed arms. She has now crossed over 50 innings pitched. She is now up to 51 1/3 currently. 3-1, or excuse me, 3-2. Hits it to the second base side. Knocked down by Strickland to first for out number 2. Now 2 down here in this top of the 3rd inning. Brings up Ryan Presswood. Presswood, who's been primarily used as a pitcher, the DP today. Hitting in the 10th spot, a 106 average for her. Big swing and the miss of the first pitch for 0-1. Presswood in yesterday's matchup, a single to her name. She went 1 for 3 in the outing. Next pitch stays high, 1-1 for the UTEP commit. Headed off to the University of Texas, El Paso next year. The Division I school will play with the minors. 5 hits on the year for her, a 143 on-base percentage, but she's been primarily used as a fielder. She'll take a big hack in the next one for 1-2. A pair of RBIs to her name this season as well. Played in every game for the Bandits this season. The 1-2. Down in their 2-2. Davis trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning like she did in the first. Does not want to face the top of the lineup. It would be Abby Fairs, one of the lead hitters this season. 2-2. Up and in, 3-2. Presswood able to make it full. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-1 still your score. Bandits and Smokies tied here at Mandy Greenmont Field. Pearl Davis trying to record out number 3. Ryan Presswood trying to extend the inning. 3-2. Stays high, ball 4. Presswood gets off for the first time today, and a 2-out walk puts a runner on for Abby Fairs. First walk allowed by Pearl Davis today. Second base runner she is allowed. And it brings up one of the leading hitters, and Abby Fairs sits 3rd this season in average, a 486 for her. She'll drive this one out towards right center field. Shelby Allen is there, out number 3. No hits, no errors, 1 walk allowed, puts a runner on. She gets left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, still tied at 1 apiece. Bandits and Smokies. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this short break as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the third inning, still 1-1 your score. Smokies, Bandits tied here as we go to the bottom half of the third here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. For those just tuning in here to the Scenic City Collegiate League, Grace Harvey's solo shot to left for the Bandits made the 1-0 score before Cam Munson drops a single in the bottom of the second to score a run. Macy Strickland comes to the plate and sees an outside fastball for strike one. So Strickland stepping in with the Smokies today. Be the 9-hole hitter, followed up by Josie Crossman, and then Shelby Allen, the top of the order, will hit third. 0-1 from Cunningham. Strickland shows bunt, pulls it back for ball one. Strickland at second base today, played earlier today for the Rain. She went 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. She comes up for the first time today for the Smokies. Shows bunt once more, bounces in the dirt, 2-1. Strickland on the season now hitting a .372. She sits just inside the top 15. Right behind Ella Grace Harvey. 8 RBIs for her, 16 hits, a .440 on-base percentage. That one stays high for 3-1. A .998 OPS, just short of 1,000. A triple and 6 doubles for her this year. She sits tied for third with, funny enough, Ella Grace Harvey. The next pitch stays outside, ball 4. Strickland reaches on a walk. Lead off base runner with nobody out here for the Smokies. That brings up Josie Crossman. Crossman comes up. Last time we saw her at the plate for the Smokies was when they took on the Rain a couple days ago. She went 0 for 3 with a ground out, a strikeout, a ground out to short. She did have an RBI in that contest. Comes up now with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch swinging, goes down on an 0-1. Crossman still has technically to hit qualified at-bats just yet this season. Funny enough. She's made quite a few appearances, specifically on the mound for the Smokies. She'll take a big hack of the high fastball for 0-2. She comes in as the, essentially, hitter for Pearl Davis, today's pitcher. We might see her come in relief of Davis if she needs the yank. We'll see. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. Strikeout number 5 on the day for Ella Cunningham. Bringing those strikeout numbers back once more. Now 73 for her on the year. Shelby Allen, who flew out to left her last time, comes up with a runner on and 1 away. First pitch to Allen, tries to bunt it, fouls it off for 0-1. Shelby Allen again, headed off to Austin Peay next year. The Southern Miss product, the rising senior from Plant City, Florida, comes up. That's Cunningham trying to make sure her visor's all good there. I say visor, her face mask is all good there, seems to be. But for Allen, again, the rising senior from Plant City, Florida, spent the last 3 years at Southern Miss. Will spend her senior season at a new school. Takes the inside pitch for a ball, 1-1. Tatum McCool would hit next, went down on strikes her last time, but for Allen, last year played in 39 games, a .400 on-base percentage, got 20 starts in those 39 games played. Scored 20 times and stole 8 bases. Next pitch out and a strike, 1-2. Walked 11 times and saw 14 strikeouts, a career low for her last year. Over 3 seasons, she has a .250 average and a .343 on-base percentage in over 125 games played, 75 starts for her. Next pitch, skies it out towards shallow center field. Reagan Wool will be there for out number 2. No throw back to first. Strickland's able to trot back in safely. A line out for Allen. Brings up Tatum McCool with 2 outs and a runner on. Tatum McCool, who went down on strikes her last time looking. Outside fastball she didn't agree with. Comes up now with 2 outs and a runner on. First pitch out and away for a ball, 1-0. McCool rocking those green gloves. Again, the Jacksonville U product. From St. Augustine, Florida. Rising redshirt sophomore. Played 7 games her freshman year before a leg injury cut her short. Had to use that red shirt. Now comes inside with a 2-0. No throw down to second as Strickland steals the base standing. as Wagoneer had to try and keep that one in front of her. Now runner at second with 2 outs and a 2-0 count in favor of McCool. Next one stays high, 3-0. McCool looking to see if she can be the second base runner on here in the bottom of the third. Smokies trying to see if they can take the lead for the first time today. Addison Lund would hit next. Cunningham trying to get out the inning. 3-0 stays down low for ball 4. McCool gets on second and first with 2 away. Brings up the dangerous Addison Lund. Headed off to the Eastern Carolina University next year, the soon-to-be Pirate. Rising sophomore from Appleton, Wisconsin, the furthest northmost player you're going to see here in the SCCL this year. First pitch drives it, foul to the right-hand side, 0-1. Lund went down looking her last time up as well. Comes up for the second time today from Menasha High School before she went off to Charlotte U last year. 0-1. Stays high in the zone, 1-1. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Both have reached via the walk. Strickland at second. Tatum McCool at first. Addison Lund looking to see what she can do here. Is Ella Cunningham having a moment here. I think Wagoneer's got something up with her glove. Looks to be okay, but for Lund now coming up. Last year played 39 games for Charlotte U. Sees the next one outside for a strike, 1-2. Abby Bunt would hit next if given the chance. A double already for her today. She came around to score on that single from Cam Munson. 1-2. Off speed, fouled off. Still 1-2. Lund again, 39 games played, 34 starts for her last year. Hit 193 with a 289 on base percentage. Picked up 12 walks and 10 RBIs to her name. Headed off to Eastern Carolina next year. 1-2. Outside and away, 2-2. Still 1-1 your score. Lund looking to see if she can bring in RBI number 14 possibly. 2-2 from Cunningham. Off speed, hit back up the middle, caught by Cunningham, out number 3. And that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. Ella Cunningham able to make the snag. No hits. 2 runners do get left on. No errors, no runs score. The 2 walks allow for the runners to reach. We go to the top of the 4th. Still 1-1 your score. Smokies and Bandits tied here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break for the remainder of this ballgame. Top of the 4th inning, still 1-1 your score. Bandits and Smokies tied here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. As we get ready for 2, 3, and 4 to come up now for the Bandits. We have a new catcher behind the plate. Cheney Peters will trade places with Abby Bunt. Bunt will now head to the DP position. Peters now behind the plate. The rest of the field stays the same here for the Smokies. Will be again 2, 3, and 4. Reagan Wall, Mylan Harder, and Ella Cunningham up to the plate here first. Line out to second last time up for for Wall. First pitch stays down low for ball 1. So Reagan Wall first in hits this season. tied with J.C. Holt. Both have 23. 5 RBIs for her. A 473 on base. She'll hit this one foul. The left-hand side, 1-1. No J.C. Holt today, surprisingly, for the Bandits. She has played in almost every single game for the Bandits this year. Out today. As Wall now 4th in batting average as well, a 442 for her. Next one's inside, 2-1. Wall headed off to Georgia Tech next year, the soon-to-be Yellow Jacket, transferring from James Madison. One of the best hitters this season in 10-11 OPS. Swings and hits it right back up the middle, trying to get there is Strickland. Got it on the backhand, no throw to be made. An infield single for Reagan Wall. And a leadoff hit now puts a runner on with great speed for the Bandits. Wall now takes sole possession of first in hits this year. And it brings up Harder, who went down on strikes her last time up. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Wall's on the run, throwing to second, not in time. A stolen base on the first pitch of the at-bat. And a runner at second with nobody out. Smiling Harder, the rising senior. Coming up to the plate again out of high school. Now sees the next one outside for 2-0. Originally from Chatham County Central, from Ashland City, Tennessee. The varsity basketball and softball player at high school. Last year in 10 games, hit .440. See the next one, bunts it, third base side. Lund's got it, does not have a throw at first. The second attempt finally makes it for out number 1. Wall does advance to third. And now a runner in scoring position with one away. Lund had to pump fake the first throw, but able to make the throw across. Essentially a sack bunt for Harder. Moves up Reagan Wall the third. And now it brings up the dangerous Ella Cunningham. First pitch drives it out towards deep left field. Munson back to the wall. She'll make the grab. Wall's going to score standing. A 2-1 lead for the Bandits on the sac fly from Ella Cunningham. Now 2 outs with nobody on for Lindsey Henson. Grounded out to short her last time up. First pitch out and away for ball 1. Henson, the tall first baseman, played both the corner outfields, has done a lot of pitching recently with Cunningham out. Comes up with the 1-0. Drives this one towards right field. Horner's there, out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1 hit, 1 run scores. Nobody gets left on base. Reagan Wall has given the Bandits a 2-1 lead on the sacrifice fly from Ella Cunningham. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Bandits lead over the Smokies 2-1. We'll be back in just a moment here from the Scenic City Collegiate League for the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 now your score. The Bandits have found the lead here against the Smokies. A sacrifice fly by Ella Cunningham has given them the lead. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 coming up now for the Smokies. Abby Bunt, Moria Burke, and Chaney Peters. A double for Bunt her last time up. She's 1 for 1. She came in to score on that single from Cam Munson. First pitch from Cunningham outside for ball 1. As Bunt now, the DP got traded places with Cheney Peters in that top of the inning. Comes up for the second time today. Again, the rising sophomore from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Swings at the high fastball, 1-1. Bunt originally from Glencoe, Alabama. Rising sophomore who last season played 29 games, 6 starts, had a homer and 7 RBIs. A .324 average for her. She was excellent for them in that short amount of games. She'll sky this one to the right-hand side. Henston at the edge of the grass will make out number 1. So one down here in the bottom of the 4th. Bunt flies out the first, and it brings up Burke, who went down looking on strikes her last time up. As the University of Alabama Birmingham product comes to the plate, the Trailblazer. First pitch, it takes a big hack at the outside, 0-1. Burke, the primary shortstop for this Smoky squad, has played a little bit of second and third as well for them. From Boaz, Alabama. Rising junior will see the 0-1. Swings and hits it back up the middle, bounces off of Cunningham's ankle. She'll try and claim it, but can't get there in time. An infield single, as Cunningham will try and walk this one off. Burke hit that one right back up the middle, got her right on the left shin. She'll try and see if she can walk this one off. For the Bandits, this is probably one of the worst things you can imagine here. Cunningham has been one of the best pitchers this season, if not the best. And after missing her for 2 days, getting her back on the mound was one of the best things you could have. You don't want to lose her here. She takes a moment here to try and make sure she's okay. Just kind of trying to test the waters here. She's got the face mask off for the moment here. Cheney Peters will hit next. We'll see if Cunningham... It's all good here in just a moment. Again, took the line drive off the ankle from Burke. Second time she's had a line drive back at her. Last time it was, funny enough, Lund in that 3rd inning where she just hit her right at her hip and she was able to make the glove save there. And this time it's a little more difficult. But hit that low. You can't really jump it, unfortunately, either. Now it's just making sure that Cunningham is okay here on the mound. Again, just trying to see if she can stand on it here. She's able to do so, I should say, but just trying to see how much she can put towards it. She might have a nasty one here later today in terms of a bruise. She's already pulling down the sock and pointing it out. Last time we saw something like this, it was Emily Jones who took a line drive off the left arm. And the Choo-Choos took her out of that game before then she suffered a leg injury that was different. And now, trying to grab her a water bottle here for the moment. I'm not sure. Just taking a moment here to get the water break in, it looks like. That's exactly what it is. So 1 out runner at first. Fly out to first, and then the line drive by Burke catches Cunningham on the left shin. Taking a moment here to see if she's okay and can continue here on the mound. If not, you do have Ryan Presswood and Lindsey Henson who can pitch for you at least if you're the Bandits. Technically speaking, you could also throw Ella Grace Harvey, sorry. She has pitching experience. However, if you want to, she has yet to do so this year. Looks like Cunningham's going to stick it. She puts that face mask back on and is going to try and keep it going. She'll have to face off against Cheney Peters now. With 1 out and a runner at first. So the hope is that she's all good and going to try and see if she can get through at least this bottom of the 4th inning here. So the left-hander stays in the game. Peters will come up to hit. Home plate umpire offers a practice pitch. Cunningham says, nope, we're all good. I can roll with it. It brings up Peters, who went down swinging her last time up. First pitch, Peters shows bunt, puts it back to the mound. Cunningham will pick it up, bobbles it at first, throw to first is not in time, an infield hit. Cunningham bobbles it, and now second and first with one away. So it will be labeled as an error instead. Cunningham had it at first, bobbled it, tried to make the throw, but Peters outruns it. Now second and first for Cam Munson with an RBI single already today. Still only one down here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch down and away for a ball. Munson did not offer 1-0. Once again, 1-for-1 with a single. An RBI to her name now for the Lawrenceville, Georgia native. 1-0. Sits high on it, 2-0. Mario Horner would hit next if given the chance. Flew out to second her last time up. Burke now at second, Peters at first. A single and an error puts runners on. And Munson a good opportunity to attack on another RBI. 2-0. Skies it. Foul. Right-hand side. Henson in foul ground trying to make the grab. It bounces off her glove. It's foul. 2-1 now the count as she got a piece of it, but just could not hang on right in front of the fence. Munson, though, the rising sophomore from Collins Hill High School. He had spent last year at NC State. Played 31 games for them, mostly as a pinch runner. 2-1 sits on the high fastball, 3-1, and now a major pickle here for Ella Cunningham. As the Troy University commits step across from one another between mound and plate. Munson's got the better of Cunningham already today. 3-1. Outside first strike. 3-2. Cunningham trying to see if she can get the better half of Munson here. After Munson took an RBI single to left center last time she came up. Trying to see what happens here. The soon-to-be teammates, the both rising sophomores. Two very different places. 3-2. Swung on, gets it off the end of the bat. Henson will try and pick it up. Does she have a play at first? She has nothing there. An infield single for Munson, and the base is now loaded with one away. Henson didn't really get to charge it. She kind of came at it in a J shape, thinking it was going to come off the bat a little faster than that. By the time she got there, Cunningham wasn't able to cover the bag, and Henson didn't have a play at first as the speedy Munson makes it. So base is now loaded with one out, and Horner steps to the plate. Still 2-1 your score. The Bandits lead. Horner trying to change that. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Strickland would hit next, who led off that bottom of the third. Horner flew out to second her last time up. 0-1 is swung on and missed, 0-2. Horner from Shawnee State, the NAIA school from Miamisburg, Ohio, originally. 0-2 from Cunningham. Fouls it off, still 0-2. Horner started her collegiate career at Clark State, the JUCO school, back in 2023. She then transferred to Shawnee State, now comes up. 0-2. Off speed, swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 away. Got a piece of it there was Horner, but Dallas Wagoneer able to hang on. Base is still loaded now with Macy Strickland. A walk to her name and a stolen base comes up now with 2 outs and the base is full. Burke at third, Peters at second, Cam Munson at first. First pitch off speed for strike 1. Strickland, who has been one of the leaders in doubles this season, comes up. No home runs yet for her this year, but a triple to her name already as well. 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. The Dallas, Georgia native comes to the plate. Originally from Liberty University, the rising sophomore comes up. Base is still full, 2 outs. The 0-2 from Cunningham. Off speed, skies it, third base side. Massengale's there, she gets out the jam. We go to the top of the 5th. 2 hits and an error leaves the bases loaded. Cunningham gets out of a bases loaded 1-out jam. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 2-1 still your score. The Bandits lead over the Smokies. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Bandits will come up to hit 6, 7, and 8 up next. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 5th inning, 2-1 your score. The Bandits still lead over the Smokies here as we go to the top of the 5th frame from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. The home run hitter for the Bandits comes up to the plate, Ella Grace Harvey. We'll see first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Harvey already a solo home run today, her 2nd of the season. Comes up once more. She started off that scoring in that top of the 2nd frame as the next pitch stays down in the dirt, 2-0. Pearl Davis comes back out for a 5th inning of work. She has been very reliable here today already. Even with the solo home run against. Next one stays down low, 3-0. For Davis on the day already. 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk and a strikeout through 4 innings pitched. She has only thrown 45 pitches. But now it's a 3-0 count against Harvey. Next pitch. On the outer half, frames it for a strike is Peters, 3-1. It'll be Harvey, the shortstop, Massengale, and Wagoneer. Third base and catcher come up next. A line out and a fly out for the duo there. 3-1, down and in, ball 4. Harvey reaches for the 2nd time today. Now leadoff walk puts a runner on with nobody out, and we'll have a conversation here on the mound. I think this might be the end of Pearl Davis. It will be. It'll be Josie Crossman's turn now on the mound. So Cunningham's night comes to a close. She goes 4 innings. 4 innings for her. 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. She throws 49 pitches. Walks 2 and strikes out 1 of the 16 batters she's facing. And now Josie Crossman comes in. From the University of Delaware, the rising sophomore, the left-hander. So a leadoff walk from Davis ends her night. It'll now be Crossman who comes in. Last time we saw her was just a few days ago when she pitched on the 5th, literally yesterday, where she went 4 innings, struck out 2, gave up 9 hits at 6 runs. She did not take the loss, though. Horner came in relief of her, went 2 innings and kicked the loss, unfortunately. But for Crossman, a bit of a weird outing for her, one that really doesn't occur that often. Of course, though, it was against that Reign squad that decided to make it an absolute slugfest, where it was a 10-7 scoreline. But now Crossman comes in trying to see if she can hold on A 2-1 score. The Bandits lead by 1. Trying to see what she can do here. The Bandits only have 2 hits on the day, but now lead. So Crossman comes in. Once more now on the season for her. A 3.08 ERA in 25 innings pitched. 19 strikeouts. Massengill bunts it. McColl's there to make out number 1. Not able to make it very far was Abby Ferris, who steps in for the runner, Harvey. Just like that, 1 away as Massengill flies out to McColl on the bunt attempt. So 1 down now with a runner still at first, and it brings up Dallas Wagoneer. Flew out to right her last time up. Crossman, though, a 124 whip, 19 strikeouts, a 3.08 ERA. First pitch down and away for a ball. She has the 4th best ERA this season. Funny enough, just behind Pearl Davis. A 282 batting average against. Crossman has been very reliable as well for the Smokies. That duo of Davis and Crossman is now fouled off by Wagoneer, makes it 1-1. Again for Wagoneer, 0 for 1 on the day. A fly out to right her last time up. Comes up for the 2nd time today. Newberry College native, or the Newberry College product, the rising sophomore. Got 8 games last year and 7 starts. Takes the 1-1 inside for a strike, 1-2. Wagoneer had 3 RBIs last season, 2 runs and 2 hits. Only struck out a singular time from Chickamauga, Georgia. 1-2. Hits it down the first base line. It's foul. Again, Abby Ferris now at first base, pinch running for Ellie Grace Harvey. After she took the leadoff walk, Davis Knights comes to a close. First pitch to Massengill is bunted to McCool, who makes the in-air grab for out number 1. And now Crossman trying to see if she can get Wagoneer to go down. Addie Lewis would hit next, who grounded out to second her last time up. 1-2 stays in the dirt, 2-2. We're heading off to Newberry. Dallas actually played at Gordon Lee High School. He also played power forward for her basketball team there as a varsity member. 2-2. Swung on and fouled, staying alive as the catcher Wagoneer. 6 pitch at bat now. After it took 1 pitch to get out Tatum Massengill. It's going to take at least 7 here to try and get down the catcher. 2-2. Swung on it, skies it, fouls, staying alive still. And now Peters is going to have a chat with her lefty on the mound. Wagoneer staying alive once again. Just north of a 200 average. The hits haven't always come in her favor. It has not mattered, though. She has found ways to get on base no matter what. North of a 300 on-base percentage. Again, a 205 average entering in on the day. A 311 on base. A triple is her lone extra base hit this year. 2-2. Stays up and away. Goes over to the backstop. Making it into second will be Abby Fair standing. A wild pitch by Crossman that almost took off the bucket of Wagoneer. There's now a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Full count now. And pitch number 9 on the way from Crossman. Down in the dirt, ball 4. That should be ball 4. It is ball 4. Does Wagoneer not realize it? I don't think she does. Should be ball 4. It is ball 4. Don't do that to me, Dallas. She thought the bat was going to continue. She wanted to see if she could get ball 5 drawn. A 9-pitch at-bat results in a walk to Wagoneer, now second and first with 1 away. And it brings up Addie Lewis. First pitch fouls it off for 0-1. So Lewis from the Saudi Daisy area. Attended Chattanooga Christian School last year. Funny enough, from the same town as the runner on second right now in Abby Fairs. Headed off to Lee University next year, the Division II school. Utility player playing in right field today. 0-1 stays in the dirt, 1-1. Did not offer. Ryan Presswood would hit next if given the chance. Again, 1 out, runners at second and first. Walks to both. Grace Harvey gets on and replaced by Fairs. She now stands at second base. Wagoneer at first. 1-1 on the outer half for a strike, 1-2. for Lewis. Last year, played in 22 games at Chattanooga Christian, a 307 average for her. Struck out the same amount of times as she walked. Next pitch just outside, 2-2. Again, Presswood would hit next. A walk already for her today. Two to Lewis. Outside once more. Full count drawn by the right fielder. Second and first with one away. Trying to see what she could do here. She helped Chattanooga Christian School win the Tennessee State AA softball championship last year. The 3-2. Swung on it, skies it. Deep out to center field. Shelby Allen to the wall will make the grab. Abby Fairs will tag up and head to third. A deep shot from Addie Lewis. But now runners at the corners with two away. Oh, goodness. You get a half an inch more of that, and Lewis might have had her first home run of the season. Instead, it's a deep fly ball to left center field. Now Lewis is going to trade places with Fairs at third, as she will hit next possibly. And Ryan Presswood up to the plate. A walk already today for her. Going to see if she can collect RBI number 3. First pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. Wagoneer still stands at first. No courtesy runner for her. She will see if she can get around here possibly as well. The catcher. 1-0 to Presswood. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. Presswood from Walker Valley High School comes up for the second time today. From Cleveland, Tennessee originally. Next one down and away, 2-1. Presswood this last season, 42 appearances at Walker Valley, picked up a 34-6 record, a 2.7 ERA over 241 innings pitched. Next one stays up and in, 3-1. As Presswood trying to see if she can get on for the second time today. Last year, struck out 224 over 241 innings pitched, only walked 39. Also hit 327 with 41 RBIs, 7 walks, and only 5 strikeouts. She won Walker Valley its first state title last year and has 91 career wins as a pitcher. Next one in the outer half for a strike, 3-2. Wagoneer will be on the run here in just a moment. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Ryan Presswood trying to see if she can extend the inning. Josie Crossman trying to get out of it after coming in relief of Davis. 2-1 your score. Bandits still lead over the Smokies. Next pitch, swung on and chopped foul. Staying alive is Presswood. 2 RBIs already on the year for her. Looking to see if she can collect number 3 possibly here. At least get on and extend the inning for Abby Fair. She's 0 for 2. She would hit next. 3-2. Swung on and foul. Staying alive is Presswood. Seven pitch at bat for tonight's DP, hitting in the 10th spot, trying to see if she can extend this Bandits lead. Crossman trying to get out of it with no damage attached. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Crossman gets out of it, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. 2 walks, no hits, no errors. 2 runners get left on base. No one is able to come around and score. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Smokies still keep it within 1. 2-1 your score. Bandits lead over the Smokies here. From Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Smokies come up to hit. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the fifth inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound. Lindsey Henson will throw the first pitch to Josie Crossman up high for ball one. So a couple of changes now for the Bandits. Ella Cunningham now out of this game. She will come out with 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, none earned, and a 2-walk and 6 strikeout outing for her. So the next pitch to Crossman outside for 2-0. As now Lindsey Henson comes out to the mound in relief of Cunningham. She sees 19 batters and throws 82 pitches to get through that frame of work. Again, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 4 hits allowed. 1 run, it's not earned. So the next pitch is skied foul for 2-1. So Crossman, the 10-hole hitter, and the new pitcher for this squad, comes up. As she struck out swinging her last time and faces off against Henson for the first time today. The Marshall product now on the mound. Off speed, skies it, shallow second base side. Trying to be there is the new second baseman, Abby Ferris. She will for out number 1. So Ferris moves in from left field to second and makes the grab. She'll trade places with Harder. Presswood now at first. Cunningham to the DP position. And now 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Henson comes in relief now of Cunningham. So Lindsey Henson, who's made a lot of pitching appearances over the last couple of days, now up to 42 innings pitched, a 3.80 ERA is the first pitch outside of Allen for ball 1. Shelby Allen now 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out to center and left respectfully. Henson, though, 3.80 ERA puts her at 5th this season. A 28 strikeouts for her, a 187 WHIP. Next one stays outside for 2-0. A 346 batting average against. That has been her biggest hit against her, but outside of that, she's been fairly reliable. She's pitched for both the Bandits and the Smokies this year. 2-0. Swung on and fouled, 2-1. We saw Henson start the game yesterday against the Choo-Choos, where she went 3 innings, struck out 2, walked 1, and gave up 4 hits. A lone run given up before Presswood came in relief of her. She then came back in and threw an inning in the 7th. She struck out 2, gave up a hit and a run as that one's down and away. Now 3-1 the count. Allen trying to reach for the first time today. Henson comes in now trying to see if she can hold on to this ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see how many innings, if she'll go the full 3 or if Presswood will get a chance maybe. 3-1 now to Shelby Allen from the Division I product, Lindsey Henson. Swung on and chops it foul to the left-hand side, 3-2. Henson again, the JUCO Bandit, you could kind of say. Originally started her collegiate career at the JUCO school. She started out at Jones College in Mississippi and spent a year at Drury University, the Division II school in Missouri, and then ended up at Marshall last year. 3-2 now to Allen. Swung on it, skies it foul, left-hand side once more. 6-pitch at-bat already here now for Shelby Allen. As Henson, originally from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, makes her appearance on the mound here today. She pitched 4 times, won a 7 1/3 inning of work, picked up a win in a 4.77 ERA. Now comes up once more. 3-2 to Allen. Stays high in the zone, ball 4. The dangerous Shelby Allen reaches base for the first time today with a walk. Now a runner on with 1 away. Shelby Allen gets on for the first time today. A walk to her now brings up Tatum McCool. She's also walked once today. She's 0 for 1. Now comes up for the 3rd time. Allen with good speed at first. Don't be surprised if she takes off first pitch. Henson delivers. Outside for a strike, 0-1. So McCool again reached first last time in that 3rd inning. Drew a walk before Addison Lund lined out to the pitcher. She struck out looking her first time up. Trying to look for her first hit of today. She stepped in for the Choo-Choos earlier. Now see the 0-1. High in the zone for a ball. Taking off for Allen is second. She'll make it in safely. A stolen base for Shelby Allen. and now a runner in scoring position with one away. So Allen makes it in safely on the stolen base. 1-1 now the count to McCool. It's outside and away, 2-1. Henson now, who has made a lot of appearances over the last few days again. Yesterday threw 4 innings of work. And before that, came in and threw 4 1/3 in the extra innings lost to the rain. That came on the 3rd. Next one stays high, 3-1. Obviously, no teams played on the 4th, but of the last 2 games, she has thrown over 8 1/3 inning of work. Now trying to see what she could do here for this Bandit squad. 3-1. The outer half, ball 4, down and away. It will be a walk to McCool. Back-to-back base runners on now for the Smokies. And still only 1 out as Addison Lund comes to the plate. Lund is 0 for 2 with a line out to the pitcher and a strikeout looking. Now with the same opportunity she had last time, but with 1 less out. Second and first. Last time, though, it was Strickland at second. Shelby Allen, though, now at second base. Great speed. You find the outfield in any form of way, she's going to score. You hit one to right, she's going to tag up probably. First pitch to Lund. Stays high in the zone, 1-0. Lund again headed off to Eastern Carolina next season. The Charlotte Uprock, the rising sophomore. Enjoys watching F1 racing during her spare time and also looks up to Jenny Finch, the softball legend. Now, good to see what she can do here. 1-0. Stays just high, 2-0. Henson has walked back-to-back after getting the fly out from Crossman, and now Wagoneer going to run over to the dugout really quickly. She leaves her glove and helmet behind. Not sure what's going on there, but she'll now run over and get looked at here. Unfortunately, I can't see what's going on down there in the dugout from where I'm sitting. Not sure if she's getting a piece of equipment adjusted or maybe something in the eye or what it is, but now she's over in the dugout for the moment, and now Lund will go have a chat with her head coach for the moment here. 2-1 your score. Bandits still lead over the Smokies. Smokies now threatening with second and first and only 1 away. Lindsey Henson coming in relief now of Ella Cunningham as Wagoneer makes it back out. Seems to be okay. Henson now just trying to settle in here. Got the fly out from Crossman, but has walked back-to-back. Second and first now. Shelby Allen at second. McCool at first. Good speed on the base paths, especially at second base. If that ball lands in the outfield, Allen's going to score standing. Addison Lund at the plate. 2-0. Down in the zone. 3-0 now the count. Now a pickle here for Lindsey Henson. Now Wagoneer will go have a chat with her pitcher. Henson, who has been one of the best hitters this season in the Scenic City Collegiate League, has been fairly reliable this year for the Bandits on the mound as well. Now just trying to struggle to get in here as she comes in relief of Cunningham after 4 innings of work. 3-0. Called a strike, 3-1. Lund thought that was ball 4. She'll have to stay in for another pitch. Abby Buntwood hit next, who led off the bottom of the 4th with a fly out to first. A double already for her today and a run scored. The 3-1. Called a strike, 3-2. Lund really thought that one was ball 4. She tossed the bat away and everything. Now full count against Lund. 3-2. Fouls it off. Staying alive is Lund. As tonight's third baseman, the catcher as well. These 2 outside fastballs for strikes. Now staying alive on the foul ball. Comes up once more. Henson trying to see if she can get out number 2 and maybe even get a double play rolled here to get out of the inning. Second and first, 1 away. 2-1 your score. Bandits still lead over the Smokies. The 3-2. Skies it foul once more. Still 3-2. Shelby Allen at first. Tatum McCool other way around. Tatum McCool at first. Shelby Allen at second. Allen already a stolen base. Again, great speed for her. A hit would definitely score her. Pitch number 8 on the way. Off speed, skies it, shallow center field. Reagan Wall will not be able to get there. It'll get down for a base knock. Base runners go station to station. Bases now loaded with 1 out. A single by Addison Lund, her first hit of the day. And now it's Abby Bunt. Already 2 grand slams for her this year. A double to her name already today. She is 1 for 2 with a double and a fly out to first. She scored the first run of the game for the Smokies on the RBI single from Munson. First pitch swinging down the left field line. It'll go all the way to the wall. Off the wall, it's gone! Abby Bunt, another grand slam! Are you kidding me? Her 3rd of the season! And now 5-2 your score. And she takes away the RBI lead from guess who? Lindsey Henson. And there's the Smoky offense alive and well once more. Back-to-back walks and a single allows Bunt to come up and take the first pitch down the left field line for another grand slam. First pitch to Burke is up in the zone. Be called for a strike at the moment, 0-1. So Burke now comes up a single and a strikeout already for her today. Next pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. So Abby Bunt, another grand slam. 5th of the year for her in homers. 3rd grand slam as Burke hits this one foul, still 0-2. Officially 21 RBIs. She overtakes now Lindsey Henson. She goes back to first place. Her 5th home run of the year. Over half of her homers have now been grand slams. That is unbelievable. 0-2 to Burke is fouled off once more. Still 0-2. Still only 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Henson now just trying to get out of this inning with no more damage attached. The Smokies now ahead at 5-2. Off speed, chop third base side. Massengale's got it to first in time, out number 2. Now it brings up Peters, 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging. Reached on an error her last time. Got the bases loaded before Ella Cunningham was able to get out of it. Henson now just trying to get out of this bottom of the 5th inning. Smokies now lead 5-2 on the grand slam from Abby Bunt. Her 3rd of the year. Peters to shortstop. Gets it through. Base hit. 2-out single for the Jacksonville State commit. And now it brings up Cam Munson with 2 outs and a runner on. Already 2 singles for her today. An RBI scored. The first one for the Smokies. First pitch to her comes up and catches her on the elbow. Now 2nd and first with 2 away as Munson reaches for the 3rd time today. And now it brings up Horner, who's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout swinging. We saw this kind of earlier when the Rain and the Choo-Choos took on, where the Rain found a crazy offensive outing, as now Horner pops this one up behind the plate. Wagoneer is there. That'll be for a foul ball. She couldn't hang on. But as mentioned before, we saw it earlier when the Rain put up an 8-run inning against the Choo-Choos. That was in the 5th inning. Funny enough, we see it again here. This time it's a 4-run inning for the Smokies as they now take the lead. Next pitch is outside for a strike, 0-2. First time today the Smokies have led. They have either been down or tied with the Bandits all day long. Bandits just trying to fend off a three-way tie for second. Horner down in the dirt. We'll see the next one, 1-2. Smokies trying to get back in the win column, looking for their, I believe, would be 12th victory of the season. It would be if they can hold on here today. 1-2, hit third base side. Masnagata got a piece of it. It's foul. She dropped it. Still 1-2. And an extra life here for Horner. Still 1-2 the count, trying to see if she can keep this inning alive. Second and first, 2 outs. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Still 1-2. I say 1-2 as if fouled off. I don't know why I said swung on and missed. Still 1-2 the count. Horner with a 5-pitch at-bat now, trying to keep this inning alive. Henson trying to get out of it. Macy Strickland would hit next. A walk and a fly out. Off speed, third base side. It's foul. Crossman led off this inning. She would hit third if given the chance here. Again, Strickland would hit next. 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base. Horner struck out swinging last time, trying not to replicate it. The 1-2, swung on it, skies it, right center field. Getting there will be the right fielder, Ari Lewis, for out number 3. And we get out of the bottom of the 5th and go to the top of the 6th inning. 2 runners get left stranded, but not before a grand slam by Abby Bunt. 3 hits, 2 walks, a hit by pitch. No errors made. We go to the top of the 6th. Smokies now lead 5-2 over the Bandits. We go to the top of the 6th. The Bandits will try and respond. Josie Crossman will step back out here now for the Smokies. Top of the order will come up for the Bandits. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll have Addison Lund now step behind the plate here for the Smokies. We'll be right back after this quick break here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. Top of the 6th inning, 5-2 now your score. A grand slam out of Abby Bunt has given the Smokies their first lead of the ballgame. It'll be top of the order coming up now for the Bandits. Couple of changes for the Smokies infield. Macy Strickland moves from second to third. Abby Bunt from behind the plate moves to second. New catcher now will be Addison Lund. She moves in from third base. As the first pitch is outside to Fairs for 1-0. Abby Fairs 0 for 2 on the day, a ground out and a fly out to center. She entered in as one of the best hitters this season, a .486 average for her. She has 17 hits. She'll now sky this one out to center field once more. Shelby Allen is there for out number 1. And now it brings up Reagan Wall, 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored in the 4th. She gave the Bandits the lead on that sacrifice fly from Ella Cunningham. So the Georgia Tech commit comes to the plate once more. First pitch you'll see down in the dirt for ball 1. So Wall, originally from Hazel Green, Alabama, broke a high school record her junior year with 40 stolen bases and 61 runs scored. So the next one stays way inside, 2-0. Josie Crossman coming in here now for her second inning of work. For Wall, though, started 44 games at JMU last year, slash .294 average with a .345 on base, just short of a .750 OPS. The 2-0. Shows bunt once more. This time it's called a strike, 2-1. Wall last year walked 7 times and only struck out 15 times. She stole 20 bases and scored 23 times. She only made 1 error last year. Next one down and away in the zone. 3-1. And the rain, or not the rain, the Smokies infield. A little aghast by that one. Now 3-1 the count to Reagan Wall, trying to get on for the second time today. Next pitch from Crossman. Shows bunt, lays it down, third base side. Strickland's got it to first, pulls the runner off the bag. It'll be safe. McColl had to step off as the throw was going wild, and Wall is able to reach. Strickland tried to be quick. It was a good play, but just kind of Strickland had the good throw, but it had to pull McColl off the bag. First pitch outside of Harder for 1-0, so Wall reaches on what will be labeled as an error. Strickland had to try to be quick with it. If it would have made it in time, it would have been by about half a step, but Reagan Wall reaches for the second time today. Now Mila Harder comes up. A 5-3 bunt last time that was essentially a sacrifice that moved Wall to third. She struck out swinging her first time up. Takes a big hack at this one. Reagan Wall into second base. Another stolen base. Now 1-1 the count against Harder as Wall with a second stolen base on the day. Flaunting that speed once more. Runner at second with one out. We'll see if Harder tries to bunt her over again. Strickland playing for it, the 1-1. Over the heart of the plate. Wall's going to break for third. She's going to get in standing. 1-2 now the count, and another stolen base. 3 on the day now for Reagan Wall. She gets into third standing as Strickland was up for the bunt. 1-2 to Harder's way outside, 2-2. Again, Harder 0 for 2 on the day with the sacrifice bunt, the strikeout swinging, trying to see if she can get on for the first time. Has a double already in her 5 appearances. Swung on and missed, strike 3, 2 away. 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th, brings up Ella Cunningham. 0 for 1 with a sac fly and a fly out to shortstop. She scored the go-ahead run earlier in this contest. First pitch swinging goes through at 0-1. First time these two have faced off here today. Cunningham now trying to see what she can do here. Next pitch outside, called a strike, 0-2. As the new DP started this game, went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, and is unearned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Crossman gets out the inning. Pair of strikeouts for Crossman. No hits, 1 error, 2 stolen bases allow Wall to make it to third, but she gets left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Smokies lead over the Bandits 5-2. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back for this quick break for the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2 your score. The Smokies lead over the Bandits here in the Scenic City Collegiate League here at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Lindsey Henson trying to go for her second inning of work. She'll face off against 9-10-1, and she'll throw a first pitch inside for a strike, 0-1. Strickland 0 for 1 with a walk today and a fly out to third. A stolen base as well for the new third baseman, who, funny enough, looks up to her idol, who's the third baseman. That would be none other than the former Oklahoma Sooner, Sidney Romero, who now plays for the Talons in the new AUSLs. That one stays inside for 1-1. But for Macy Strickland from Dallas, Georgia, the rising sophomore who was at Liberty last year, from Alatoona High School. See the 1-1. Hits it third base side. It's foul, 1-2. Strickland started the day at second base, moves over to third with Abby Bunt playing in the field now. And Addison Lund moving back behind the plate. For attending Liberty for high school, or not for high school, for college. She actually played flag football back at our high school, where she was a QB for them when she was a junior in high school. As now Henson will step off, but for Strickland as well, her father Brad actually played at Kennesaw State, the Division I school, before her daughter, or his daughter, now plays for Liberty. As this one stays high, 2-2. It'll be Josie Crossman who hits next as well here for the Smokies, and then top of the order in Shelby Allen. Crossman started that bottom of the fifth that resulted in the grand slam for Abby Bunt, her third of the year. The 2-2. Down to the dirt, bounces in for 3-2. Strickland pulls it full. Now Strickland comes up. Pitch number 7 on the way. Out and away, ball 4. Another walk for Strickland. She gets on for the second time today. Leadoff walk now puts Strickland at first with nobody out. That's now the third walk that Henson is allowed and a hit by pitch. She has put 4 runners on by the free pass. First pitch to Crossman called a strike, 0-1. 0 for 2 is Josie Crossman, a strikeout and a fly out to second. Trying to change her fortunes here, the rising sophomore from the University of Delaware. Fouls this bunt attempt off, 0-2. Trying to see if she can maybe advance Strickland, the new pitcher now, stepping in for Pearl Davis. It's a late addition to the Smoky squad, again from Cummings, Georgia. Made 21 appearances last year on the mound. Did not hit at all. Was primarily a PO. Made 7 starts and went 4-1 on the mound with 2 saves and 2 complete game shutouts. Next one stays down low, 1-2. Was the first freshman since 2021 to throw 2 shutouts for U of Delaware, and the first since 2022 to win Rookie of the Week. South Forsyth High School before heading off to Delaware. The 1-2 hits it third or down the left field side. That ball's just foul by about a foot. Yeah, back continues for Crossman. As the Blue Hen comes back up to the plate. Last year also threw 39 2/3 of inning of work, a 3 ERA with 22 strikeouts. It's very reliable for that Delaware squad. The 1-2. It's called strike 3, 1 away. Fastball in the outer half. It'll be the first strikeout for Henson today. And now 1 down with a runner at first here in the bottom of the 6th brings up Shelby Allen. 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and came around to score on the grand slam from Abby Bunt. Shows bunt, goes through it for 0-1. Allen with outstanding speed on the base paths, already a stolen base today for her. Tatum McCool would hit next, 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout looking today. Allen shows bunt, pulls it back, sees the high fastball for 1-1. Strickland still stands at first, a walk to her. Before Crossman goes down looking. Second time she's gone down on strikes today. Allen will show bunt again. Pulls it back. Tries to put it back down. Instead called a strike. 1-2. Trying to play a little bit of mind games here with Henson. She now tries to settle in for her second inning of work. Came in relief of Ella Cunningham after going 4 clean. Only giving up 1 run. It was not earned. The 1-2. Stays high in the zone, 2-2. Wagoneer checks down to first, does not make a throw. Allen again headed off to Austin Peay next year. Originally from Southern Miss. Over 126 games played at the Division I level. Specifically in the Sun Belt Conference. The 2-2 stays up and in, 3-2 now to Allen. She's able to work it full once more. The sun gets a little bit of coverage here by the clouds. The wind's starting to blow in more from right to left. Kind of pulling in from that right field pull all the way into the left-hand dugout. 3-2. Down and away, ball 4. Runners at second and first with 1 away. Allen reaches for the second time today via the walk. Now it brings up McCool. Already has walked twice today. Also came around to score on that grand slam. And now we'll have a pinch hitter. Alora Padgett's going to come in now to hit for McCool. So now Padgett comes in for the first time today. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Padgett comes up, the JUCO product, the rising junior, who's been dealing with a leg injury for the last couple of weeks. She'll hit this one first base side. Presswood's there on the first pitch. It'll be out number 2. So first pitch swinging is the from Missouri. She flies out. And now it brings up Addison Lund, 1 for 3 with a single to her name today. 2 outs at second and first. Last time she got everybody to move forward and then brought up Abby Bunt to get the grand slam. She'll hit this one down the right field line. That ball's just foul by about an inch. Oh, that one was just a little too far to the right-hand side of the line. Home plate umpire had a good view of it. Just lands about half an inch to the right-hand side of that foul line. Still second and first with 2 away. 0-1. Down in the dirt, bounces in, 1-1. Goes down to third. Strickland, she'll make it in standing. A double steal for both of them. And now second and third with 2 away. Not sure if that was a delayed steal or what happened there. I looked down at my scorecard for 2 seconds. The next thing I know, they're at second and third. Another stolen base for both of them. 2 on the day. Next one out and away. 2-1. Now Lund with an RBI opportunity. Maybe has a chance to bring in a pair here. On the season for Lund. 13 RBIs. 14 and 15 are on the pond for her possibly. The 2-1 stays high. 3-1. You don't want to walk Lund. You don't want to load the bases again for Abby Bunt. 3 grand slams already this year. Already 1 today. She's 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. She will load the bases. Lund reaches for the second time today. And now it's Abby Bunt with 2 outs and the bases loaded. 3 of her 5 home runs have been grand slams. 1 already today, a double as well. She came around and scored the first run of the game for the Smokies. She is 2 for 3. She flew out the first her other time up. She has them loaded again. First pitch is outside and away, ball 1. Henson just trying to hang on here. Keep this at 4. Maybe a chance for the Bandits to find some offense in the top of the 7th and bring it back. But Henson now with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And Abby Bunt dangerous at the plate. 1-0 stays high, 2-0. Burke would hit next if given the chance. 1 for 3 with a single today. Right now you got to deal with Abby Bunt first. Again, 5 home runs now on the year for her. Now up to 9 extra base hits. She has now tied the most this year. She has taken the lead in RBIs with 21. As Wagoneer has a chat with her pitcher here. Strickland at third. Shelby Allen at second. Lund at first. Last time it was Allen at third with McCool at second and Lund at first. But now, a little different on the base paths, but still the same thing here. 2-0 the count, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Abby Bunt. A grand slam already today. Next pitch from Henson. Stays up in the zone, 3-0. We'll see if Bunt gets greenlit. Henson just trying not to walk in a run. 5-2 your score. The Smokies lead by 3. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch from Henson. Called a strike, 3-1. Bunt thought that one sat a little high. She'll have to deal with it, though. Abby Bunt, 21 RBIs already this year. Chance to extend that lead. 3-1, drives in, left field side. Are you kidding me? Another grand slam! She is unreal! Back-to-back grand slams for Abby Bunt. She is not real. That is mythical. 9-2 your score, 25 RBIs, 6 homers. I mean, this is just not even fair. You load the bases, she's going to clear them. She does not care. Are you absolutely joking? That is insane. I cannot believe it. 9-2 now your score. The Smokies have broken it open. Abby Bunt has 8 of the 9 runs today. She scored the other one in the 2nd inning. And it brings up Burke with 2 outs. First pitch swinging, she'll go through at 0-1. I mean, it is just unbelievable. Abby Bunt. There's no other words to describe it. It's unbelievable. The 0-1 to Burke. Swung on and skies it foul, 0-2. Bunt is now 3 for 4, a double with 2 grand slams. She scored the first run in the 2nd inning on the RBI single for Munson. An 8 RBI day for Abby Bunt. And that 1175 OPS is going to skyrocket. 3 extra base hits on the day. She now has 10 on the year. She takes sole possession as Burke swings through the off-speed for strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th. 4-run score, 3 walks, a grand slam, a strikeout for Henson gets her out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. 9-2 your score. Josie Crossman's going to try and see if she can get through this final inning of work and go and get the Smokies their next victory. The Bandits will have to try and dig deep to bring it back. We go to the top of the 7th. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 7th inning. Here from Andy Greenmont Field here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 9-2 now your score. Abby Bunt has blown this game open with her 2nd grand slam of the day. Lindsey Henson will come up. And will swing and drive it out to left center field, trying to respond with one of her own all the way to the wall to go off the ball, and now it'll be extra bases. Henson actually just strides into first. I don't know if she thought maybe that ball was gone or if a catch was going to be made, but she'll have a single nonetheless to her name. And a leadoff hit, her first of the day for Henson, is now 5, 6, and 7 come up. It'll be Ella Grace Harvey now in the 6th spot. In the Scenic City Collegiate League, Bandits now down 9-2, but it brings up Ella Grace Harvey, a home run already for her today. See the first pitch down and away for ball 1. She is 1 for 1, a walk and a home run, a solo shot in the 2nd inning. She comes up for the 3rd time today. Has a runner on now in Lindsey Henson. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Henson going to get checked down at first. It goes into right field. It won't be picked up by Horner as Henson stays at first base. 2-0 now the count here to Ella Grace Harvey is now. Henson will get subbed out for Reagan Wall. So Henson will get changed out, courtesy runner for the pitcher. Now Harvey with a favorable count. Again, 1 for 1 with a solo shot already today. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Running down is Reagan Wall. The throw's a good one, not in time. It bounces away from Burke. Another stolen base for Reagan Wall. 3-0 now the count to Harvey. The home plate umpire says 3-0 now the count. Nobody out, a runner in scoring position for Ella Grace Harvey. Already a home run today. A walk to her name. Down low, ball 4. She'll reach for the 3rd time. Runners at 2nd and 1st with nobody out. Now a chat here with the infield. We'll see if Crossman stays or not. She allows back-to-back base runners here. The dangerous Reagan Walls. Now the entire field's going to come in. The outfield will come down as well. Tatum Massengale scheduled to hit next. She's 0 for 2 with a line out to 2nd and the bunt out to Tatum McCool in the air. Crossman's going to stick with it. Massengale, a .213 hitter on this season. 9 RBIs, 10 hits, .296 on-base percentage. Again, no extra base hits of her 10 swings. But now comes up with 2nd and 1st. Maybe RBI 10 on the docket. First pitch down and away for a ball 1-0. Crossman trying to see if she can make it through her 3rd inning of work here. She came in on the top of the 5th after the leadoff walk from Pearl Davis. She's been very reliable since then. Next pitch out and away, called a strike, 1-1. Wagoneer would hit next, and then Addie Lewis given the chance. Now Crossman has gone 2 innings, has only allowed 1 hit, and has walked 1. Funny enough, it was that Henson hit, as well as the next one is called a strike, 1-2. As now the runner advances to the 3rd, Reagan Wall swipes the bag. Runner's now at the corner. As she gets the delayed steal, and now back-to-back stolen bases. Puts runners at the corner. The 1-2 to Massengale. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away. And now 1 down here in the top of the 7th is Wagoneer, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to right, comes up. Trying to see if she can keep that average above 200. Entered in with a .205 to her name. A north of .310 on-base percentage. Has runners at the corners. Stays on it high, ball 1. We'll see if Harvey might try and take off down there at first as well. Only 1 out and a runner at 3rd. Reagan Wall stands at 3rd base. That ball's in the infield at all. She's going to score standing. The 1-0. Down and away. 2-0 now the count. Wagoneer trying to get on possibly for the 2nd time today. Again, it's reached on a walk back in the 5th inning. Could not advance past first base. Addie Lewis would hit next if given the chance. 2-0. Down and away. 3-0 now the count to Wagoneer. Stay down and away here to the catcher has been Crossman. Trying to see if she can get through the 7th inning and lock in a Smokies win. Trying to hit a Baker's dozen. Excuse me, just a dozen. Don't know where I got the Bakers from, but a dozen this year. 3-0. Hits it first base side. It's foul. 3-1. Just jammed up around the hands. So Henson singles deep to left field. Wall comes into courtesy run for her. Swipe second and third. Harvey walks. Massengale strikes out swinging. Now Wagoneer with a 3-1 count in her favor. Crossman trying to get out of it. 9-2 your score. Smokies lead. Next one stays high. Ball 4 to Wagoneer. Bases now loaded with 1 out. And Addie Lewis comes to the plate. Reagan Wall at third. Ella Grace Harvey at second. Decent speed here on the base paths. Dallas Wagoneer at first after the walk. Addie Lewis 0 for 2. A fly out to deep left center fielder last time. Was looking for her first home run of the year. That just came up short. Takes a big swing of the high fastball 0-1. Was also grounded out to second base her last time. Ryan Presswood would hit next if given the chance. A walk and a strikeout swinging for her. But for Lewis now comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. Strike on her outer half called 0-2. The right fielder trying to keep this inning alive, trying to keep this ball game alive. As the Bandits with their last chance here in the top of the 7th, down by 7. 2 grand slams by Abby Bunt has given this Smokies team the lead. Next one stays up and in 1-2. The sun stays behind the cloud cover overhead. Again, it's supposed to be a 90-plus degree day here. Real feels about 94. It's been another hot one here in northern Chattanooga. 1-2 to Lewis. Swung on and fouled. Still 1-2. When I say hot one, I don't just mean the bats as well. Specifically if your name is Abby Bunt, the second baseman. A home run earlier today. That is the 3rd grand slam, by the way, that we have seen today. Deanna Cunningham had one earlier today for the Rain. 2 now by Abby Bunt in the same game. The 1-2. Just up and away, 2-2. We've seen 3 grand slams in 2 games. We've seen 2 in 2 innings. And the Smokies now lead 9-2. Looking for win number 12. Now Lewis skies this one at foul ground. McCool trying to be there. It bounces right in front of her. Still 2-2. Trying to see if she can make the running grab. Just couldn't get it in time. Addie Lewis keeps this ball game alive. Crossman trying to see if she can get out of the pickle without any runs attached to her. She has been cleaned through. The 2-2 sits high and away, 3-2. She's yet to allow a run just yet through her 2 innings of work. She's now 2 1/3, but has now loaded the bases with a single and 2 walks. A strikeout already for her. The 3-2 to Lewis. Skies it out towards right field. Horner's going to be there. Out number 2. Wall's going to try and tag. She will make it in standing. The throw comes to third. Kicked away by Strickland. Ella Grace Harvey will make it in. So runners at second and third and 2 away. But a run does come through with a sacrifice fly from Addie Lewis. 9-3 now the score. And now Ryan Presswood, the last opportunity possibly for the Bandits. Again, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Takes a big hack on the first pitch for 0-1. She was the first strikeout victim against Josie Crossman back in that 5th inning. 4 Ks on the day now for Crossman. She gives up her first earned run. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled, 0-2. And it's possibly down to their last strike here in the top of the 7th inning. Down 9-3. Runners in scoring possession at second and third. Presswood trying to keep this ball game alive. Crossman trying to cross it out. The 0-2. Just outside, 1-2. Presswood made it a 9-pitch at bat last time she came up, even with the strikeout. Trying to see if she could stay alive here once more. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Book it. Smokies take it here. The Smokies take it over the Bandits here at 9-3. Abby Bunt, have yourself a ball game. 2 grand slams. She scores the first run after coming around on the Cam Munson single. The Smokies win their 12th of the year. They are now 12-6. They have sole possession over first base. Or, excuse me, first base over first place. And now everybody's battling in third. 3 teams are now 8-10. The Bandits, the Smoky Mountain Rain, and the Nougat Choo-Choos all sit at a draw. They are all now 8-10 on the season. So Crossman will get the win here today. She comes in relief of Pearl Davis. Davis starts the day off, goes 4 innings, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, walks 2 and strikes out 1 before getting lifted in the 5th inning. Crossman comes in, throws 64 pitches as Henson will take the loss, unfortunately, for her. But now for Crossman, faces 14 batters, strikes out 5. She does walk 3, gives up 1 hit and 1 run on the sacrifice fly. She throws the lone wild pitch. But for poor Henson, now she'll take the loss, gives up 2 grand slams. She goes 2 innings of work, gives up 4 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned. She walks 5 and strikes out 2. She faces off against 16 batters after Ella Cunningham comes in, throws 4 innings of work, gives up 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned, walks 2 and strikes out 6. So Henson will take the loss here today. Crossman takes the win, and that one ended here 9-3 the final. The Smokies, with their 12th win of the season, they now hold sole possession of first by 4 games in hand. The Smoky Mountain Rain now takes second, technically off of run differential. Bandits fall to third. They now cross the 100-run plateau and are now tied with the Mountain Rain in terms of runs given up at 97. The Rain have a 1-run differential lead. The Nougat Choo-Choos sit in last at 8-10 as well, but their minus 34 run diff sits them in dead last. Bandits have lost 4 in a row. The Smokies get back in the win column. We will play again tomorrow. It'll be Monday Night Baseball as well. We'll start at 9 a.m. The Rain will take on the Bandits tomorrow morning. It'll be the Hot Rain squad who have won 4 straight, taking on the Bandits who have lost 4 straight. Either they will try and continue continue the story of both those lines, or maybe try and see if they can get a plot twist in there. But it'll be 8 p.m. Smokies and Choo-Choos tomorrow night, second night matchup of this Scenic City Collegiate League year. But with that being said, that'll go and end it here. 9-3 the final. Smokies take it over the Bandits. Crossman gets the win. Henson will take the loss. We'll see you all tomorrow morning. The Bandits take on the Rain, as they will take it on again. The Smokies the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits take on at 9 a.m. Choo-Choos and Smokies play at 8 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all. I hope to see you all tomorrow when these teams battle out once more for day 19 of this SCCL season.